Civic Center welcomes you to this important MIAA basketball games between the Calvin College Knights and the Hope College Flying Dutchmen.
I think what this place was like for basketball when it opened. I mean, it was just a marvel. The other beautiful thing about the Civic Center for me was, I grew up here. I played high school basketball here. I played Hope basketball here. I coached basketball here. I mean, it's daunting to think since 1954 how many games have been played here.
Hope in control here at the Holland Civic Center. Both of these teams opening up the MIAA conference schedule.
Words can't describe it. Emotions can. Because it was such an emotional place for anyone that walked into that gym. You're sitting on top of each other. Families have had season tickets as long as Hope College has played basketball. They all had the seat that they wanted up here by number. The list of people wanting to get into this gym was long. It was hundreds. But by the time the game started, everyone that got here was on his knees saying, "Thank you, Lord, I got a ticket to the game." Hope had lost 22 games in a row to Calvin. Now the Hope Calvin game's a big gig, okay? We played them here and we won. And we beat them after 22 consecutive losses. Now that was a big gig, okay? This floor was never flooded quicker with fans than that moment, okay? So I had a shirt made and it said this, "The Day of the Dutchman." My kids wear it once in a while. But it was a special moment, I think, in the Civic Center.
6'9" sophomore from H.H. Dow High School in Midland, number 52, Wade Gugino.
And then this is the basket that we, right here, where Wade Gugino, dunking the ball, ripped the whole glass down. I mean, it was scattering all over the place. You don't see the whole glass breaking here, but this is when it happened.
Unbelievably, Glenn Van Wieren has been called for a technical foul with his team up by 10.
I was one of those guys that did damage to the locker room. You'd be upset about something and kick these slats out of the door going in. This thing was dangerous. I told the guys, if you feel you got to kick something, don't kick this, and don't kick it very loud. My All-American guy broke his toe, but this is where it was. The people sitting right here, I had to watch my language, and going all the way down to the end down here, basically. This is pretty typical of me. A pacer, that's a good word. Well, if you look at that picture, I wasn't sitting down. And if I'd start getting close to this line, which would mean a technical foul, I could feel my coat being pulled down, okay? So I would have to make sure that he was with me and that he would take care of this. Now, once in a while, I'd get away from him and end up down here, and the referees knew what was going on, and the minute they would look at me, I would turn around and go back. The Duke who sat right here, that was our student group. And they were all out there, and we were celebrating coming to the Civic for the last time, and having a meal together out there. It was cold, and it was blowing, a typical winter, but we enjoyed every minute of it. Holland, Michigan came out in force. Student council, businessmen, college administrators. I mean, if you were in Holland, Michigan, you wanted to be here that last night. And pictures were taken. People loved on each other. No one left for hours after the game.
And a most memorable final victory here tonight.
Right up there is where my dad and my mother and my sister, my brother, my grandpa and grandma, my uncles and aunts, they sat right up there for all those games.
And what was just about as exciting a game as we've seen in this old barn here in Holland.
It was a real, genuine place to be able to play as a Hope player here. And the emotion still hangs on these rafters. These people didn't like the Dew Crew very much because they were standing up all the time, okay? So they couldn't see, so we were always fighting that, and people getting upset that trying to get the Dew Crew to sit down. And I said, there's no way I'm going there because it's not going to happen. If you think I'm going to tell them to sit down, you are nuts. 1994, we started our Do Crew with our student section. Brought them in, we gave them all a t-shirt. We had 300 t-shirts for the students. They were so excited about it. And the whole section was roped off. If they got a t-shirt, the rule was that if they weren't at the game with that t-shirt, they'd give it to someone else to use until the game was done, and they could get it back again if they were going to come. But they could get one t-shirt with their ID, and that t-shirt had to get to the game. And they did it. And when the Hope team was introduced before the game started, they wouldn't come here. I told them, you guys go right over there and talk your business right in front of that Do Crew. You go right over there because those are your best friends.
And Hope has won it. 2 3-point attempts go awry, and what a way to finish up for Hope against Calvin.
When you ask our guys, our guys about playing in this place, it was absolutely second to none. It's going to provide a tremendous place in the Holland community. It's going to expand, it's going to be better and bigger and nicer for everybody. And Holland does things right. And they're taking time to make sure right now that it's done in the right way, in a way that can be enjoyed and in a way that people can come together. The passion of what happened in this gym, playing basketball games with excitement, with the Do Crew, with the cheerleaders, with the people coming out and doing the national anthem, and a few seats for visitors over here, and the rest was all orange and blue, shouting and screaming and having a good old time together. That's an emotion that you'll never, ever, ever forget. It's an emotion that you can't explain to somebody, but it was Holland, Michigan at its best.